Hi, welcome to my channel and the pilot episode of Lookin Pretty, Talkin Shetty. I'm Lydia Rose and thank you for joining me. Anymore, you cannot scroll through your favorite social media platform without being bombarded by advertisements. Some would say that their phones are low-key listening in on them, as it seems like these platforms airing of ads is like telepathic. I mean, have you seen some of the Amazon ads as of late through Facebook? It's been kind of ridiculous. Anyway, lately, since I like to follow fashion, at least from a draggy perspective, I have been getting all kinds of online fashion merchants peddling their wares of many different demographics and styles. In particular, I've been getting designers who cater to men whose fashion taste goes beyond the standard printed tee and cargo pant combination. I mean, gotta go somewhere, right? Some of their designs actually did catch my eye, though. Today, we are diving into the collections of the men's non-traditional designer ORTTU. That's ORTTU. And just to preface, I'm just doing this just because I want to. I'm not getting any kind of paid promotion or anything like that. I am a naturally curious person and I want to learn. And that's just how things go. I just want to be able to appreciate art and see whether it's fashion, whether it's drag, whether it's music. I just want to see where the art takes us. So we're gonna delve in. So going on to their website, which I'm actually scrolling from my phone, so you'll be able to see because my setup's kind of minuscule at the moment. It's literally my first video, but I'm seeing on their website that the whole premise is we're always told to conform to a certain style or do things in a very strictly rigid way, binary way when it comes to putting looks together. And ORTTU doesn't feel the need to cater to that. They want looks that kind of blur the lines a bit and take the feminine approach to fashion and meld it with the masculine approach to fashion and make something beautiful. Personally, I don't see why not. Let's do it. And so, let's see, where was it? And let's see, what else is there? I mean, just more. And according to their website, their core values is that they're always authentic and feeling free at least, and because you can wear these clothes anywhere according to them. Day, night, class it up, get together, whatever. Now, they want to think outside the box, and another core value is stepping it up, which, I mean, I definitely feel that. It's about time men's fashion went somewhere. And devotion. They're really big on doing their thing without ridicule, without judgment, which I'm all here for. I think it's about time men's fashion evolved from the crustaceans that it's currently at. So you might as let's see what they've got to offer. But we are here to talk about the looks, and we are going to go through the collections posted on their website. So, and I'll be finding these pictures and getting them into the video at obviously at a later time, but that's the magic of television that I'm getting ready to learn. So let's see where. I believe it's there's fashion shows. So said Chapter 1 is about contrast. ORTTU Chapter 1 is about contrasts. And I'm guessing this was in spring, summer 2019. So it's still very recent. And this description was written by a Michael Skinner with the photography by Peter Mallet. Just want to make sure and give proper credit where credit's due. On the website, they say, this collection is about giving you the clothes for every occasion, to mix and match and to experiment, not just with style, but with who you are. We have all contrasts. We have hidden depths and layers, and we're all more than we sometimes think. What do we believe? Sometimes you have to dress boldly to act boldly. I mean, that's pretty accurate, I must say. Now, although I enjoy fashion, I do make many of my own costumes, like this number right here. It's big old kind of cottagecore-ish with sparkle top, and let me see if I can. Yeah, it's a full wide skirt. I actually made this using a couple of different fabrics I had down in my drag area. As a matter of fact, one of these, the skirt is actually made from a fabric that I found in one of those 3-yard cut rolls at Walmart. It's like $8 or something like that. Tell you what, you can find some good shit there. So if you're a seamstress, keep your eyes peeled because you never know where you're going to find some good stuff. Anyway, I do want to preface that these opinions are just my own. I may not have all the references that come with years of formal training, but I see what appeals to me as a consumer. Therefore, I welcome all feedback. Our tastes may line up or they might not. Just remember, please keep the comment section respectful. Also, if you like what you're seeing, please take the time to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you really like what I'm doing and you want to help support the channel, my Venmo, Cashapp, and PayPal are all going to be in the description box below. Now, without any further ado, let's get into these looks. As I said, the first runway is about contrasts. So, this first look, he's got this hat, sunglasses, it looks like some kind of a backpack. He's wearing this long sleeve tube dress with like dude shoes and calf socks. I want to like this, but I can't say that I do. It is just very like 1910s sleepwear gone wrong. Yeah, I can't deal. I can't. Like, if you're gonna sell a feminine garment, why are you, or not even a feminine garment, or a garment that's supposed to like bridge the gap between masculinity and femininity? You're just gonna give me some sleepwear, some glorified pajamas from 100 years ago? Yeah, no. At least give me something different with the shoe, because the shoe is just making it look infinitely more clunky than it already does, and it doesn't need much help. Next, we gotta move on. Next up, we've got this, it's like a star-necked shirt, which that detail is pretty cool. It's really light beige, sunglasses, real skinny pants, and a bag. It's like, okay, I mean, it's a little safe, but I mean, I'm not upset about it. It's cool. I mean, the shoe definitely looks a lot more streamlined and less shoes for crews. So I mean, it's fine. It's not, I'm not blown away or anything, but it's cool. All right, this next look, it has some kind of it's got like a long, like a midi length trench jacket, but it doesn't like button up. It's just like an overcoat. And basically the same pants as before. The shirt has this red stripe. I'm not sure if that's just like a corset or like a corset, or like if it's like actually sewn into it. I'm not entirely sure. But he dishes the sunglasses, and it's like, okay, I can see this for like spring and fall, spring or fall, really. I I can dig this. All right, next we've got this. Okay, this dress shirt that has this extraneous sleeve that looks like a waiter, like a waiter at a really hoity-toity restaurant. Like the towel, yeah, he's got the towel draped over his arm. Well, it looks like it might as well be a towel draped over his arm. And the rest of the shirt just doesn't really look. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's not a towel, it's like a cowl wrap coming from one shoulder and then it's like draping. Okay, at least it doesn't. At least I realize it's no longer a towel, but it still doesn't read very well, especially considering it's in the same fabric, same color. It's it's almost indecipherable, to be honest. Pants, looking for the flood, or I guess they're running from the flood or something. And that shoe looks more like a water shoe with the high waters. Okay, now this look I'm actually kind of excited about, minus the high waters. And the looks like clown shoes. It looks like black clown shoes and high water pants. Not high enough to be capris, but not hitting at the right length either. That still looks kind of dorky. And the fit is definitely a little slouchy for a cropped pant like that. But the top of it I actually dig. It's like a black 3/4 sleeve, and the midsection is this like leather pleather kind of thing. I'm not sure if it's genuine leather or if it's of the manufactured kind, like the synthetic kind. Cruelty free, you never know. But it has a little peekaboo at the chest of white underneath black. It's like, and it's not accessorized very much, which quite frankly it doesn't need to be, because sometimes less is more when it comes to fashion. From the waist up, I love this, but from the waist down, it's all right. So this next look might as well be on just about any other designer's male runway. Okay, whatever. Next. Okay, this color blocking is giving me something to talk about. So, at first glance, it looks like a white muscly t-shirt with this leatherish waistband. And then the bottom of what looks like the t-shirt, and then black shorts, white leggings with the black pinstripe on the side, or black stripe on the side, and the athletic shoes. Other than I kind of wish that waistband was a little higher, so it didn't look like it was just so droopy. It would kind of like maybe elongate his torso a little, or I don't know, something proportionally. It's a little bit off for me, but I'm buying what they're selling. Well, I might eventually if they weren't like $200 per separate. Yeah, that's more than I'm willing to pay for clothes. But that's just me. I'm I'm a broke queen. I make a lot of my stuff, so yeah, never mind. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So, okay. This guy looks like a really classy hippie. I'm not mad at this. Like, this real dark blue looks like a cardigan. Just the way it drapes, cuts from one shoulder down to the other, down to the other hip, and then just kind of cowl necks. I was like, if I'm buying this, I dig this. Okay. Next look looks like it's trying to combine martial arts with Pee Wee Herman. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I like the martial arts ensemble because that's kind of what it's reading to me. Like the top is tied off like the top robe, and then the pants are just they're loose but they're comfortable at the same time to allow perfect range of motion. But the shoe throws it off. It I don't know what it. Okay. Okay, so it's what in the hell? That shoulder or that shirt is giving me all kinds of weird proportions. I'm not digging this. Unfortunately, that shirt is enough to throw off the whole outfit. Oof. It looks like. Oh my goodness. It actually looks as though they artificially padded his pecs and his stomach to kind of almost give him dad bod going on. Dad bod and skinny legs. I mean, I get obviously that's body type. I, I mean, I have ham hocks for legs. Years of being a server will do that to you. But like, they probably should have. Maybe it's the way the light is hitting it. I don't know if they intended that like an ombre effect that didn't quite land, or. I gotta go. Okay, next look. Hmm. I don't know what I feel about this. I. I mean, it looks comfortable to work in if the whole look didn't cost $1,000. And that's kind of like I would honestly wear that to work. I mean, that kind of looks like a little apron over the shorts. Well, maybe the extra strings are a little superfluous, but hell, you gotta be a little bit extra, right? Okay. And monochromatic except for the shoes and the bag. Ugh. You know, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. I see where they went. The fabric looks really luxe. Unfortunately, the color kind of lets it down. Maybe it's just the lighting, but it's a tan green that looks a little too close to tan and maybe needs a little bit more green in there to really make it look not uniformy. Because that's kind of almost, or sweatsuity. Because those are the kind of the vibes I'm kind of getting. I mean, the sneakers and the bag are well coordinated, I'll give you that. And the cut of the ensemble is actually really solid. I dig this. But please in a different color. Okay. Now this I'm starting to get into. I mean, chief among, like, this is like perfect design. This is like the perfect representation of the kind of client that ORTTU is going for. Strapping pretty man who likes to look pretty and well cared for, well manicured. I was like, okay, I'm buying this. It's very sleek, it's very sophisticated. It's this like pinkish jacket with a shirt under, a gray shirt and black pant. Now, although there is some gap between the top of the shoe and the bottom of the pant, it's not so much that it comes off like a high water. So there's that. That's actually a pretty, ooh, what else? Looks like that jacket is actually lined in like an orangey tan color. I was like, okay, that's an unexpected element that I'm, like an orangey brown color, that's an unexpected element I'm liking. I mean, the bag is there. But, you know, the look as a whole, I'm buying the fantasy. Okay, back to Pajama Land. That this shirt is so baggy. Any details that would catch my eye and would be cool are just like lost. Like I said, and those fucking shoes. I hate those shoes. I'm sorry. I just, oof, I can't. I cannot with those clown boots. Ugh. When will some shoe designers design some cute shoes for people with bigger feet? It seems like all the shoes with for the people with bigger feet are just like kind of clunkerish. Like it's either flats or it's just basic shoe. Sometimes we want more. Let's do better at that, please. Thanks. Okay. It's getting a little futuristic. Like I definitely like the vinyl or leather going on in the jacket and in the pants, especially the shininess of the pant compared to the more metallic-y color of the metallic-y reflection on the jacket. The yellow tint sunglasses actually works perfectly here. I'm not even mad at the loafer, although the 80s kid in me kind of wishes maybe it was like a Chuck Taylor. I feel like that would really like retro out the vibe. But overall, I like this. I do. Okay. So basically, it might as well be a hooded sweatshirt, although the silver on top, gold on bottom. That part's kind of cool, but belt and superfluous fabric. I mean, it'd be one thing if that extra fabric was like structured into something. That would be cool. But it's just there. So it kind of looks unfinished. It kind of looks sloppy. Well-tailored pant. Isn't that shoe again? Like I said, that shoe boot thingy, that annoys the hell out of me. It's a clunky looking shoe. I mean, I'm sure they're comfortable. Actually, I know well, no, they're not really that comfortable. I've worn them. They're not that great. And they feel like clown shoes. I mean, I'm sorry, but there is nothing. I mean, it's the same silhouette as a fucking clown shoe. There's nothing alluring or sexy about a clown shoe. I'm sorry, there just isn't. And it just throws everything off and makes things look really like disproportionate, and it makes my visual cry. Okay, so next look. Okay. Oh, half black, half white top with a red tie around. Okay, but the black side looks like it might even be sheer. Like, all right. It's about time we start seeing some sheer fabric. Let's do this. Then we've got a very fitted pant, although there's some wrinkles going on, but you know, it's gonna happen. I mean, it's still pretty damn good on the tailoring. Yeah, I'm not even acknowledging that fucking shoe. Alright, this next one. Meh. Polo type shirt, the high waters, and something over it. That's nothing. Okay, I like this. The red and black color blocking, it's pretty on point for me, especially in the shoulder and the midsection. And I like that the red color blocking is substantial. It's not like if this was just like lined in red, it probably would not be as impactful. And looks like he's actually in like some Doc Martin type boots, which I kind of feel like is almost appropriate for this look. Or maybe they're not Doc Martens, but they're a boot and not that clown shoe. So, yeehaw. Okay. So this looks like he's almost got a red wrap dress with, I think they call it a long shirt, but it's kind of like a wrap mini dress with a black cardigan. You know, this is where I would honestly lose the pant. Maybe just like a biker short underneath, especially since this is spring summer. Like this would be something it's substantial enough on a man, but it kind of has a flirty feminine side to it. Maybe if it were just a little bit longer, it might be able to pass that way. But instead of that heelless shoe, like maybe slightly elevated dress shoe. Um, those shorts you can get at Walmart. I don't get it. Okay. So it's basically this white robe over workout gear. This is what we're calling pushing fashion? Really? Okay, the jacket is kind of cool, but the rest of it I'm not sold on. This could be found at Ralph Lauren. This could be found on the set of Star Wars. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the love child between Cardi B and Chewbacca. Get with it. Because I am getting very, very Skywalker out of this. That's all I can say is the Force might be with this one. Somewhere between Skywalker and Princess Leia, and I'm not quite sure where it falls between them. But either way, I'm not entirely mad at it. I'm actually enjoying this, especially because the nerd factor is just it's taking me there. Yes, I'm the bitch that double fists whiskey with tea. Okay, now this jacket looks more like a really short bathrobe. I'm not. No, no, just no. Um, it's a poncho. It looks like it's gonna make you high visibility when you need to be high visibility, and maybe just maybe it might keep you dry in a rainstorm. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of fishing for things to say about it because it's a raincoat. Okay, now we're giving me something to talk about. Okay, the sleeves on this this jacket's real well tailored. Let's get that right. These pants fit him to within an inch of his life, and they actually come down where I feel like a pant should, especially a skinny pant. So kudos on that. It's the sleeves that caught my attention first, though. At first, I actually thought that the fabric on the sleeve was sheer. Upon further inspection, it's hard to tell if it's sheer or if it's like a real puffy, like a weather resistant puffy nylon kind of thing going on. Either way around it, I like this. I don't see this going very far beyond a 26 waist, but I like this. Okay, nondescript. Let's see. I like the color scheme of the sweater. The belt feels there for the sake of being there. It's like, oh, we need to cinch the waist in with a baggy sweater. Just, oh, wow, throw a belt over it. But it's just, I feel like if the belt buckle were more substantial, or actually if the whole belt were more substantial, like a lot thicker and more substantial, it might not look so much like an afterthought. Because it looks very, like, thrown on at the last minute. And I can't say that I'm featuring it. It looks a mess. Sorry. Okay. So kind of like a 3/4-ish sleeve and a crop top. Okay, this looks comfy. I would rock this. I mean, granted, I have a stomach that would hang out, but you know what? We can't all be size 2s. Okay, so there is Mr. Neck Tattoo again. And okay, so it's a sheer shirt, like a sheer polo. I like this, but I don't love this. I wish that the sheer was more obviously sheer. And I think the muted color palette's to blame. If this were in black with the greenish pant, I might be able to decipher it a little bit better. But it's borderline unreadable. Okay, now we're getting to the good shit. Now, okay, so looks like a faux, basically a duffel bag. It's very well made, it looks like. Pants are kind of an afterthought, but what really is making me happy is this, I'm guessing it's a faux for like jacket vest thingy. Doesn't really look like a vest, but it doesn't really look like a jacket either. But either way around it, I am completely enjoying this. And it's like, you don't see that kind of shit on the men's rack. It's like, okay, now we're finally getting somewhere. Like I said, everything underneath, I mean, that coat and the duffel bag are the two statement pieces. The pants and shoes are just kind of there. They're literally there because something needs to be covering the down there. Mm. Okay, this is more winter, if we're honest. Okay, I just now realized that the top underneath the knit might actually be sheer. So, I mean, there's that, or like semi-sheer. Like kind of a loose knit. But it still looks, I mean, it looks comfortable. I don't know if it necessarily calls fashion. Okay. So this is what they call their star neck dress. I mean, the top part is very well fitted. Let's tell facts there. The top part, yeah, top part, yeah, the top part fits really nicely. But the bottom, I'm not seeing anything worth gagging over. I mean, it could just as easily be like a big old denim jumpsuit. And especially with those clunky ass shoes. I need something needs resolved south of the knees. And come on, let's make things I'm seeing some glimpses of making things pretty interesting on the runway. I say glimpses, not a whole lot of it, because we've gotten a lot of basic. But I've seen some pockets of brilliance. Where are the pockets of brilliance on this dress? Like it. I mean, it looks very clean. It looks very streamlined, but it's not exciting. Okay. So that's kind of a sexy fantasy. But I don't know. Why are we just featuring suspenders just to feature suspenders? I always thought they were an accessory, not an actual garment in and of themselves. Maybe I'm just a plebeian drag queen who cobbles together shit, but I always thought suspenders were an accessory and not a main feature. Pants are cool, gloves are cool, boots are cool. Nothing really to. I don't get it. So that concludes the contrast. And wow, 40 minutes in. So I am going to conclude this video by saying they're chapter 1. I'm lukewarm about chapter 2, to be honest. But I'm also curious. So let's decide how we go from there. But if this runway is any indication of what chapter 2 holds in store, I think we might have a failure to get it off the ground. I hope there's some surprises in store. But until then, until next time, this is Lydia Rose signing off from Lookin Pretty and Talkin Shetty, where opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So I'm going to send mine out. You guys have a good night. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling particularly generous and want to support an up-and-coming channel, my Cashapp, my Venmo, and my PayPals are all in the linked descriptions below. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.